Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing some tips and tricks for staying sane while you're staying home. And yeah, I got the idea for this from a newly released video by one of my favorite YouTubers, Jessica Kent. Thank you so much, Jessica, for your video. It's very, very informative, very important for our times. Now I'll link down in the description box to Jessica's video. Hers is for stay-at-home moms who are working inside the home at this time with school-age kids running around. She gives a lot of good tips for that because that's exactly where she is right now. And her tips are also good in general for pretty much anyone. And yeah, so I really love her video, and that's where I got the inspiration for mine. And trying not to copy her, I've got my list of some suggestions. Some of them are similar to hers, and I've got some other ideas also. So, yeah, we're stuck at home right now, most of us. I'm working outside the home 3 to 4 days a week, so I have it a lot easier than a lot of people, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for where I am, and I'm very grateful for all of you, wherever you are right now, doing your part for these times. So, I've got a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 different things that we can do in these times. All right, so let's get started. First, number 1, I believe that it's highly important in these times to stick to a daily routine. So if you normally get up for work and you get ready to go to work every day in normal times, I suggest keeping a similar schedule, keeping that alarm set, getting up Monday through Friday, getting up, getting showered, getting dressed, taking care of yourself, getting a good morning routine in. That keeps you in a sense of normality. It keeps your mind in a good state of mind for, not focusing on the disruption in our lives if you're still keeping a good schedule that you're used to. So morning routines, getting into that, I feel that if you start off the day getting a task done and getting a good sense of normality in around you, such as making your bed every day, then even if the rest of the room is a mess, that bed is nice and crisp and clean, and you hop in the shower, you get dressed, and you look normal, you feel normal, and you've got a nice clean area of your room to look at, and you're blessing yourself when you go to bed at night to have a nice clean fresh bed to hop into. So that's highly important. My tip number 2 is to give yourself a sense of purpose for the day. So whether you're working from home or not, if you've got to log in and do a Zoom meeting, do some work at home, set schedule is important to keep, have set hours for the tasks you need to do. And if you're not working from home, then I would get a list going of things that you would like to accomplish for the day and give yourself a sense of purpose. Your household tasks that you want to get done for the day, just the normal housework. You could add special projects into the list, like small projects that can be done in a single day, such as, this is a good time, I'd like to get my fridge cleaned out, so I'm going to schedule time right before lunch to get that fridge cleaned out and get that done. And gardening is another one that I find important for me. Gives me a good sense of purpose knowing that I'm contributing to my good fresh grown food for the future, for later in the summer. And so if there's any little household tasks that you've been putting off, Don't overwhelm yourself now. Give yourself a break, but have a nice to-do list to look back on. Another tip for this might be, instead of a set list for just today, have an ongoing list of a list of all things that you'd like to get accomplished that can be done in a 15-minute time block, and another list of things that can be done in a 30-minute time block, and another list of things that can be done in a 60-minute time block, and have a list of ongoing things that might take several days to do, like a more major project. Like, another thing I want to do is get my bathroom painted, and that's not a single day task. So to break a big project down into similar lists and have decluttering the bathroom, cleaning the surfaces, priming the surfaces, painting the trim, all being broken down into the list, then that's a good tip too. So stay productive and give yourself a good sense of purpose. Okay, tip number 3. Limit your media. This is my big downfall. When I just love to scroll through Facebook and stream YouTube and binge watch my Netflix. So one of the ways to stay normalized in these times is to schedule that in. Don't eliminate it completely, but, limit yourself. And I would also limit the sources. This is an important point here. There's a lot of negativity going on, and one thing that I've done is put a 30-day snooze on friends and groups and news sources even that promote a lot of negativity, that post a lot of negative things. And so if I want to check in on that friend, I think about them, I can go to their Facebook page directly without having their negative posts bombing my news feed. So that's an option for you. You can do a 30-day snooze on some negative sources that are coming through on your Facebook and other social media type items. And that way you can still stay connected, still read the news from reputable sources as you see fit in small doses so that you don't get overwhelmed. Self-care. This is point number 4. Self-care is so important. That means eating right, getting good exercise, drinking some water, taking good care of your bodies. You want to stay healthy. You want to keep your immune system up, especially in these times. And of course, good hand washing. And I'm a nurse. I could go on. I could make an entire video just on this, but I will leave it at that. Everyone's heard the points about eating and staying healthy, and you've got your own sources for finding out what that means for you. And I'm not here to preach any one specific lifestyle. So, yeah. But another part of that is to be easy on yourself and do a lot of self-care, honoring your feelings during this time. And that big long to-do list I had you create, on another note, I'm going to tell you to throw it out the window. You want to stay productive, you want to give yourself a sense of purpose, but you don't want to overwhelm yourself, and you want to take it easy on yourself because these are not normal times. This is not normal time off, okay? This is not everyone can just jump in and get her done when they're under stress. This is a stressful time. It feels like you're just, for me personally, I'm going to speak for me personally. It feels like I'm just sitting doing nothing. I'm a couch potato when I could be up and getting active, and I have a tendency to beat myself up over that. Yeah, try to find a way to become a good, loving parent to yourself. So yeah, you don't like to see your teenage kid lounging on the couch all day long, and you want to give him a sense of purpose, and give him some ideas to go get some chores done. But if you're a good, loving parent and you know that he's crashed on the couch because he's depressed, because he's anxious, because he's going through some hard stuff right now, you know better than to beat him up. If he was, okay, if your best friend came to you and said, you know, I'm just so overwhelmed and I'm doing nothing but laying on my couch, how would you speak to that friend? Would you say, you're right, you're being stupid, you're just being lazy? No, you wouldn't do that. So don't do it to yourself either. Take good care of yourself. Be a loving parent to yourself. If that is not in your vocabulary, be a good friend to yourself. Be your own best friend. Put yourself in your best friend's shoes and think of what you would say to them if they were going through this. All right. Point number, what number am I on? 3, 4, 5. Number 6, activity. Couch potato, like I just said in the self-care thing. Yeah, to try not to be a couch potato. Again, keeping with a good schedule, like I mentioned in point number 1 or 2. Schedule in time to be active. Schedule in some exercise time or some time for a nice hobby that you have that's physically active. Dance around the room. Put some good music on and just dance out those feelings. Dance out that aggravation if that's in your practice. You could also go online. There's many people offering free yoga classes, free exercise classes. I know someone doing a Tai Chi class online. And you could find, there's so many sources for that to find. Just do a search, look on through your Facebook feed for groups that are doing free online classes. And if you don't want to do online or your internet connection might not support that, you can find your own practice. You know, do a few yoga moves or lift some weights if you got them, or lift that milk jug, water jug, whatever you've got handy. And just get and stay active to keep your body in shape, keep yourself from growing roots out of your behind into your couch. Okay? And number 7, social connection. It is so important in these times to stay socially connected, even for us introverts out there, okay? And one of the ways that might make it easier to do is to try not to think of yourself so much. You need that connection, but so does everyone else. So somewhere in the back of your brain, there is someone in your mind who really could use a handout, someone to reach out to them. Call up your best friend, check in on them, see how they're doing. Call your mother. I'm talking to my kids now. Call your mother. All right, call your grandma. Nana misses you guys. Maybe give a phone call to an elderly neighbor. Offer to do the grocery run for the elderly neighbor when you go having to do your own shopping, picking up a few things for them as well. And all of that. Yeah, so I'm going to end this video shortly here. My next video is going to be a little bit more in-depth discussion on yoga and meditation, and I'm even going to lead a short little practice that you can do yourself in your own home. And this is thank you for Jennifer, one of my subscribers, and my daughter for suggesting this. She wanted me to do a video on my own yoga practice and the therapeutic style that I teach. And I think that's an excellent idea. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for that idea. And with that being said, I want you guys to all stay safe, stay sane, and stay strong. Keep doing the right thing, keep staying home, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.